Hi, Mike Serra here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust, so you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you will have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality.
Meow.
Nice. Oh.
Hello. Welcome to Customer States Podcast.
Ooh,
I'm sure holy shit.
Well, it's only written on the board if you were present for any of this.
Who the fuck are you?
It's his first day.
Hi, everybody. I guess I'm introducing this week. Can we have beverages? I'm
Yes.
thirsty.
Yes.
Are you sure? I don't know. That's going to make me more incoherent, and you already are not.
I love you too, babe.
I adore you. Worship the ground you're in. You look amazing in that fucking.
Uno, dos, tres,
Oh, thank
do
you.
it.
It would look better if it was on the floor, though.
Oh.
I got little squirtzels on my.
So did Eric.
Who is that?
Squirtle. Oh.
It's our special guest, not special guest.
We have a special guest this week?
Special guest, not special guest.
First of all, who are you, bitch?
I am Jake.
Bitch.
And I love what I do.
Oh, no.
Apparently, I don't.
I do love that for you.
Anyways, I'm a assistant service manager.
To the service manager.
To the service manager of the assistant of the service manager. I do everything. Hi, Mike.
Do you
Hi.
cup, do you cup the balls as well?
Yes.
Look, some of this.
Hi, my name is Mike.
Balls taint shaft.
I do lots of things in the automotive industry, and I've been there for a very long time. And to my left is the lovely and fantastic Eric Montenegro.
See, Jake cups the balls, and I just suck them.
Oh, my God. I'm going home.
Sure did.
For whom the balls toll.
Oh, very nice.
I am Eric Montenegro. I am a bitch. New business owner.
Yay.
A lover.
technician, A lover. Definitely not a
Child,
fighter.
mother,
Angel undercover.
sinner, saint.
All of that.
Loves to lick.
Tickling all the taint. Yeah.
Petty as fuck.
Hashtag sell the bell, which is now obsolete.
This is true. Yeah, all that jazz. And to my left is our lovely special guest. Some of you might know him. Maybe.
From Days Gone.
Days gone.
Yes, from the early seasons.
Seasons change, time passes by
It's karaoke again.
as the weeks become.
With
I
Kevin.
literally don't know that. I thought you were going to go for As the Days Go By.
Hi, Kevin.
This is from South Park.
Hello, yeah, I'm Kevin. I used to work the board, and I now don't do shit.
Chris got tired of being yelled at and dictated to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't do anything in automotive except
Other than bitch about it.
bitch about it. And yeah,
half of it.
to my left is the warranty wizard.
What's up, guys?
Alaire Paul.
Hi,
It's
Allie.
me,
Hi.
Allie, Paul.
Do not come.
Do not come. I am a warranty administrator for both Volkswagen and Mazda, and also I do payroll sometimes, and now I also do deposits sometimes. So I'm moving up in the world.
Yay.
Good thing I'm making
I was
way
gonna say,
more money.
You make the same amount of money. You're not moving up.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a job at
My
NASA.
boss listens to this.
I believe that's called a lateral move.
Yeah. It's great.
Illegal
15,
motion.
15 years of this.
I'm a professional flea flicker.
Yeah.
Flea, not bean.
It's been great. Oh, dang it.
Ooh.
Something happened today. Today marks a very sad but also happy day.
Who's Mark?
So my old boss.
Oh, okay. Fuck him.
Well, anyways, I'd rather not. So our good friend Will, can I say he's the friend of the pod.
Yeah.
He's a friend of the pod.
He's been on the pod.
He has been on the pod. That's why he's a friend of the pod.
Salutation.
Mine's in the front, yours in
Mine's in the back. Okay. So
What?
Will, my drink is in the crevice of the couch.
All I heard was
Right.
mine from the back.
Anyways, Will is leaving our dealership,
Aw.
I thought he left already.
and no, today was his last day.
Oh.
And he is moving on to bigger and better things, which involves working for like a robotics company that makes
Robots?
they do space stuff.
Aeronautical.
So they just sent,
Aeronautical engineer.
yeah.
Very cool.
Did
Yeah.
he volunteer for the NASA Mars Year project?
I'm not aware of it.
But he works for NASA and SpaceX and other private companies.
It's like this company is a subsidiary of like government stuff, but it's not a government thing. It's just they do a bunch of
They're
contracts.
contracted by the government.
Yes.
Raytheon
gay as
says
fuck.
hi.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
See, Masa?
So it seems he's moving to the Mojave Desert. He's literally packing everything in his sister's RV and moving to the desert to start work on Monday.
Hippie.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, good for Tom. I'm very, very happy for him.
Good for who?
Will.
Oh, Will. I'm sorry. It's Will
Yeah,
Tom
like-
Zach.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Tom? He's gonna be.
Good job, Will.
Yeah, he's gonna be making.
Hi, I'm
space,
Tom.
I'm Tom. I'm your friend.
From MySpace.
Space lasers.
Sounds gay. I'm in.
Yeah,
That's Space Force.
lots of long tubes. But he seems to be happy, and
That's a huge move. That's
he
awesome.
gets really nice perks like unlimited paid time off and shit like that.
I think
How does that
there's-
work?
I think there's.
Can I just like not work and get paid?
I'm gonna take
never
a year
gonna be
off.
here.
I'm gonna take a year off.
Yeah,
I think that's like a ploy by the company, because then you're like, well, am I using like more time off than like so and so is?
So when you're really smart, they give you deadlines, and it's like, as long as this gets done by this date, you can do whatever the fuck
Do
you
whatever the
want.
fuck
I don't
you
give
want.
a shit. You want to take 85 days off and do everything in 2 days, and it's done on time?
and
I
done
don't care.
right.
well, I want that.
Yeah. If only we were smart.
SMRT.
If I only had a brain.
I know useless songs.
You know how to write cock.
Yes, I do.
Multiple times a
Do
day.
you guys want to know a fun thing? What?
Ride cock. Is that what you said?
Right.
Right.
Oh, I
Right.
heard ride cock. I was like,
Actually, I don't write it. I type it.
oh,
Sorry.
I'm
I
sorry,
Type
Jacob.
cock.
What type of cock do you
The white kind.
Oh no, I spilled my beverage.
Goodness. Her
This is like 5 minutes
We're
in.
7 minutes in, and she's already juiced herself.
all over the sofa.
No,
Sorry, Mikey and
because
Kevin.
I'm doing the accounting stuff, or the
You got that.
what am I doing? No, what is
accounting
it? I just
stuff,
said
you know,
it.
Deposits.
Wave your hand.
Yeah,
more,
the
it'll help.
deposits. This helps. It helps.
Is that how you wave your wand?
Yes,
As a
the
wizard?
warranty wizard wand. You have to abbreviate company check, and so they don't put a space in between, so you just write COCK like 10 times a day.
Cock.
It's super fun. It gives me a little chuckle.
So, like, I'm guessing the sound from your cubicle is like,
How did you know?
How did you know?
Where did you find that recording of me?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Does anybody have any stories?
You just told one.
Is this my story?
No,
It
you
could
just
be.
told a story.
Well, yeah, I did.
Okay.
It's kind of the whole jam of the podcast.
Oh boy.
Oh, that is me.
That is me.
Oh, I'm so pretty.
Aren't ya?
We're sharing a brain cell today, Eric.
Just one
Just one.
between the two of us.
Yes.
That's scary.
We're very close.
Okay.
We lost Allie.
We did lose a lair.
I'm still here.
Well, you will appreciate this the most, I believe.
Okay, I'm listening.
Are you?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I don't believe it.
I am
What?
going.
You don't have your headphones on. How can you be listening?
I am going to read a story.
Okay.
Let's take a poll. We're gonna do that right now.
Right now?
Ta-da!
Oh my god. What are we gonna do today?
I'm gonna read a story.
DJ Koa.
What did you do yesterday?
Okay, anyway, story.
Any gaze, and tell me what's wrong with it.
Kai.
Okay?
Kai.
Alaire, pay attention.
I'm listening.
Verified customer concern.
They didn't tab at the beginning of it.
That was it right there. Verified customer concern. It is not that serious, Mikey. I know what you're going for, but you won't. You'll see. Verified customer concern. Transmission slips going from third to fourth gear
Okay.
and locks up in reverse.
Wait, is it manual or automatic?
It is an automatic transmission.
You're not doing it right.
I would hope it locks up in reverse. Or reverse locks up. Scanned for DTC and found DTC blank. Friction element stuck on. Visual inspection. Okay. Transmission fluid burnt and metal contamination. Need to remove transmission and inspect for worn components. Transmission approved for replacement. Remove transmission and flush cooler lines. Install transmission and topped off fluids. Cleared and performed adaptive learning procedures. Retest post repairs and vehicle okay at this time.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
Ain't got no gas in it.
Alaire, if you went to go process this as warranty,
What led to the authorization of the removal and complete?
What is the cause of all of
Why are we
this?
authorizing a transmission?
need to remove transmission and inspect for worn components. Transmission approved for replacement.
Yeah, okay.
Well, okay,
so
there should-
I'm an idiot, and what the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
There's
So
a-
did
Do you
you
want a job?
roll the transmission? What did you find that
There's
caused
a
you
whole
to say
fucking
transmission?
novel missing from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy God.
What do you think, Alaire?
Back flag.
Not warranty. Not closing it until you give me more story, bitch.
What the fuck? Yeah, some technicians really suck
But I
at their job.
Let me tell you right now, though, that story is leaps and bounds over some technician stories that I've seen.
What the
Where it will
fuck?
literally be customer states inspected, verified, concerned, replaced,
We don't even get that
replaced.
sometimes. Well, for spelling errors and grammatical errors aside,
fixed it, shipped it.
we don't even get the 3 C's. Sometimes it'll just be like
Replaced engine assembly.
replace.
There's
replace
gotta
short
be
block.
more to this, you guys.
Like,
Come on.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like, how and why? And then you have to sit there and explain to a 50-year-old technician like why it's important to put the 3 C's in the story.
Well,
like,
I fixed it, didn't I?
Oh,
Who cares? Fix what
my
you care.
favorite part is when I go and ask for a better story, but before I go down there and I see the technician, they tell me how much they hate X, Y, and Z that's going on at the dealership. And then I'm like, well, can you fix this thing afterwards? And it makes me feel a little
so-and-so's
guilty.
not doing their job and so-and-so's not doing their job. And like, why should I do my job if so-and-so's not doing their job? Well, because so-and-so said the exact same thing about you. So one of you has to start doing your job, and whoever's going to be the bigger man has to fight.
And probably the crux of the issue is that you're both not doing your job.
That's exactly the point.
Well, the other person not doing their job is none of your fucking business.
Yes. Do you like to get paid? We all
Do
like
your
to.
fucking
I-
job.
We all
try
like,
to.
We all like to get paid, don't we?
I'm trying.
I like to get
Do your job.
paid.
I like getting paid.
I like getting laid.
I like
Me too.
Inappropriate.
Kevin. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that.
Some people get paid for both.
Oh yeah, John.
Some people do both. There we go.
Paid for getting laid.
Yes.
And some people don't believe in preventative maintenance.
Is this a sex thing, or are we talking about
It
condoms?
could go
Could be.
both ways.
That's a new way of saying
I only
safe
go one
sex.
way. Yeah,
I'm just practicing preventative maintenance.
that's it right there.
Speaking
I mean, if you think about it,
Double bag it.
Yeah.
speaking of preventative maintenance, even though that's not my story,
Prophylactic maintenance.
I lost hope for younger generation a long time ago,
That makes
especially.
you old now.
the fucking youngest guy here.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in the
Yeah,
era.
what is he, 36?
Yeah, Jake just turned 30 like 2 months ago.
I wish.
33.
33. Especially in the area that we live. Had a young kid come in that his friend drove his brand new Beamer that daddy and mommy bought him, but he figured a good
Love this already.
project car would be a fucking tribute. So
Okay.
a tribute to what?
that's a good car.
a Mazda tribute.
That's
Oh my
thought you were doing
what
a
the
dog.
fuck?
You are correct. It can be a good car. However, yes.
we need to
Side
stop.
note.
We need to stop talking over each other.
Okay.
It's on the other side listening. It's fucking awful.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
So we have to do our best to try not talking
What?
over each other. Back to your tribute.
Jake, you have the talking pint.
Okay. Eric is right. It can be a good car, reliable, and I mean it's a Ford product.
It's an Escape.
It's an Escape.
2.5 liter, 4-cylinder.
Escape.
So you're already doing better than owning a full Mazda. So he got this as a project car, and it ran how he explained this to me. Is it ran perfect, and then it just didn't run perfect.
I know what's wrong with it.
It ain't got no gas.
I know exactly what's wrong with it. But go on.
No, real fast.
Does it have a valve train problem?
It does not.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Go on.
So he went into more detail, and I asked him, I'm like, okay, well, what happened? Or was it, I take good care of it, and I probably don't change the oil as much as I should, and I drive it kind of hard, and I live up in the hills.
That was very contradicting, those two statements. I take good care of it, but I don't change the oil very much.
And I drive it very hard.
And I drive it very hard. So it is towed in. And I go, okay, so it's already not really lining up very well. And he goes, I really want it to be fixed, but I also don't want to spend a lot of money. Okay, a lot of contradictions. This is continual, man.
We have the technology. We can make it better,
don't have the
faster,
money.
stronger.
And the buddy that he's got with him, that I only assume is like his best friend or whatever, the whole time Peanut Gallery is just, Scar's a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. What the whole time it's like, don't fucking lie to him. You fucking haven't changed the oil once.
So I'm picturing like the pikeys from Snatch, like Brad Pitt. They're all just hanging out. It's like periwinkle blue, it's like just all talking shit, like slapping each other.
Jake's like, I like this guy.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Watch Snatch. It's a good
Snatch?
movie.
It's a good movie.
I don't like Snatch.
If I called it cock, would you?
Yeah, I would definitely watch it.
Cocked.
Company check.
Yeah, that great movie Balloon Knot with Brad Pitt.
Fucking done.
Oh, man. Sheathed. Instead of snatched.
Oh, even better.
Okay. But yeah, so his buddy's nonstop. Don't fucking lie to him. You haven't changed the oil fucking once. Treat this like fucking shit, man. So I'm trying not to die laughing because the kid's kind of sad. You can tell he wants it to work.
Yeah.
Can't even get parts for it
So
anymore.
I go, okay, does it run? And he goes, yeah, it runs. And friend starts laughing his fucking ass off.
That would be me. Like if you take me to a dealership with you.
So I'm like, can I see the keys? And he goes, you probably don't want to start it.
You just told me it ran.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on
You
here?
just told me it ran.
Yeah, it's what's the fucking one movie with Keanu Reeves where he's a stoner?
Oh,
Pretty much
Point
every
Break.
movie.
No,
Bill and Ted's.
Bill and Ted.
Okay, Bill and Ted.
Yeah, Bill and Ted's.
Excellent adventure.
So I hop in it and I turn it over and horrid. I mean,
You went back to like medieval
Horrendous.
times or something.
fucking nails in a paint can.
By run, you mean the starter was still able to turn the crank a little
Yes.
It's like ting.
So sounds like an Abrams tank. I turn it off and I'm like, oh, and I'm like, oh, and he's like, yeah, I told you not to start it. His buddy is still fucking losing it during this whole fucking exchange.
If like rolling on the floor was laughing was an emoji, it'd be
Right.
that dude.
And I'm all like, well, it sounds like you've got no oil or fucking you threw a rod or something really fucking bad. And he goes, yeah, I don't, blah, 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 whatever. And I open it and it oil fucking
Everywhere. This
fucking
bridge grenaded.
Yeah, seriously grenaded. And I go, oh my God. And I'm like, have you opened it? And he goes, no, I was afraid to.
It's adorable.
So oil's fucking everywhere. And I'm like, did it give you, like, while you were driving, any signs at all, like, beforehand? Or pretty much I'm like, did the car grenade on you? And he goes, no, not that I can talk about. Once again, friend chimes in. He goes, fuck you, man. I was driving behind you in the Beamer and a big old cloud of smoke fucking blinded me. So I'm like, okay. So oil went everywhere. And he goes, if you had to guess, he goes, what do you think it needs? I'm like, an engine.
Yeah.
I'm like, engine, no questions asked. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. He goes, can you check it for me first? I'm like, sure. 2 hours of diagnosis. He goes, how much is that? I'm like, $440. He goes, okay. All right.
To put it in the air, look at it, find the window, and put it back down and push it out.
And that's exactly what happened. And we sent him a quote for an engine, and I haven't heard from him in 3 days.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I don't think you're going to hear from him.
If that turns into a lien sale, give me a call, will you?
It's going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a call.
He goes, I want to donate it or give it to CarMax. Okay, you got it.
I will happily
your
take it off his
donation right
hands.
there.
You got it.
I will pay him cash for it.
You got it.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So yeah,
I got another.
I'm telling David you're going to end up with another
I
car.
have. You didn't see the one I have outside?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's mine.
What did you get now?
see that's no. Now that he owns a business, that is a smart investment.
It's a
he
business
has
write-off.
time to work on it. It's a business write-off, and if you get it running cherry, you turn it around for a profit.
Yeah.
It's a 2004 Toyota RAV4.
You mean the parts to RAV4?
Huh?
You mean the parts RAV4?
What parts RAV4?
It's a fucking
Parts truck.
parts truck.
No.
Shop truck, dude. Little shop runner.
No, I sold it already. I sold it before I even put an engine in it when it wasn't running. I bought it and sold it 2 days later. Customer turned it over and I was like, yeah, it needs an engine. He's like, okay, I'll take it. I sold it for 7 times what I paid for it.
That's a lot of times.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
very good.
Thank you.
That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of times.
Cool.
That's so many times.
Any gays?
Does anybody else have anything to go off of the?
Yeah, what
the
is that? Whose topic is that? Oh, we'll talk about it, Michael.
Okay, so we have this new Power Boost F-150, and the customer brings it in with a laundry list of concerns. Yes.
PM doesn't stand for preventative maintenance.
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Continue. Sorry.
I mean, it stands for other things, but in this instance, it does
Postmortem.
stand for, yeah.
Powdered mildew.
Thank you. That was what I was going for. How do you know that, Kevin?
Because I grow weed.
What was the one he said?
Powdered mildew.
What is that?
Powdered milk.
Powdered mildew.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is that? It sounds like a rock
It's
band.
mildew. Oh, that would be a good punk band. Powdered mildew.
It's literally that. It's a powdery mildew that grows on weed.
Disgusting.
It's like it's not a fungus, but
It's a mildew.
Mildew is a fungus, isn't it?
I don't know. I guess it's like a mold.
Thank you, Kevin.
It's a mold, which is a fungus.
Back to your powdered mildew.
So it's
I really want to say fungus among us. I just want to put that
you
out there.
certainly can, and
You
I think
just
you
I
did.
just did.
Okay.
Good.
So customer brings it in, laundry list of items, like weird things like, the speakers, the left front, yes,
What kind of vehicle are we talking about?
Power Boost F-150.
Okay.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
As per my last email.
No. He's just messing with me. weird concerns like these intermittent rattles, a shift concern that happened 3 times, a warning message that pops up so fast and so infrequently that he can't even read it. And so, it goes through the shop, like 3 different technicians. They drive like 10 miles. There's nothing wrong with this truck. It's got like 7,000 miles on it, right? So the advisor's telling the guy like, oh, we found an SSM to reprogram the audio control module for these 2 concerns, blah, blah, blah. Yes, Sally.
SSM.
Special service message.
Okay.
So the customer's not happy with that. He insists that we're driving the vehicle wrong and that these concerns happen. And he's explained to us very accurately how to duplicate them. And so the advisor's like kind of getting frustrated and says, why don't you just come down and road test with my shop foreman? And that way you can, show him what's going on, which was a horrible idea for him to recommend that.
Bless you.
So later in the afternoon, this person comes down, this child comes down. And
we are officially old as fuck.
And the advisor introduces me to the person, and of course, because we're short people, I don't have any porters to go grab the vehicle for
Hey,
you.
you're 5'10". Don't sell yourself short, bro.
I'm 5'11", you ass. On a good
I'm
day.
5'2". You're making me a little jealous.
When he wears his heels.
Yeah, that's only Saturdays though.
Is that laying down or standing up?
Oh.
So I explained to the guy, like, I'm sorry, you're going to have to give me a little bit. Let me go find the vehicle, and then I'll be right back, and we can discuss this. So I go and grab the vehicle. It wasn't easy to find. Bring the vehicle up, and pull up in the service drive, and I see the kid standing there. And, like, I'm sitting in the truck waiting for him to approach me, and he doesn't come over. And so, like, I roll down the window. I'm like,
hey, honey, where can I walk in?
So I'm like, so we gonna go for this road test that you wanted to do? Yeah, are you driving? I'm like, I'm sitting in the driver's seat, belted in, like, yeah. So
There's the bear shit in the woods.
come on. So he finally gets in the truck, and the second he gets into the truck, like without even like anything, he starts not yelling, but he starts very aggressively raising his voice and telling me, You have no idea what you've been doing. You've been driving this truck. You haven't been driving it right yet. If you said that you haven't been able to duplicate anything, you don't know what you're doing. I said, and I started saying,
Yeah, what he said.
First of all, I heard about this truck about 30 seconds ago. I have never seen this truck. I've never heard anything about this truck at all. Blah, 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 blah. So I told him, just please calm down. And this is why you're here with me, is because the technicians that have been trying to diagnose your vehicle haven't found anything wrong with it. And so now you're here with me to try and find out what's wrong with the vehicle, if there's anything wrong with it at all. So he tells me that it's got this shifting issue and the speaker thing. And I explain to him how the speaker thing's fixed. And he says, well, sometimes the taillights go out and the trailer brake malfunction light comes on. I said, well, okay, let's go out for a road test. So we're getting on the freeway, and he's trying to tell me, he's like, oh, well, you hear that noise? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, that's been a problem. That was verified by such and such other dealership. And I'm like, well, that noise is normal, first of all, because as I press the brake pedal, like, you can hear the brake switch operating, things happen. Mind you, this is a power boost, so it's like very quiet on the inside.
Hybrid.
Yeah, hybrid. So I'm trying to explain to him how that's normal, and he's getting frustrated again. And so I try to calm down as we're getting on the freeway. And so I'm getting on the freeway, and I'm doing all the things that he's saying for me to do to duplicate the concern. It's not happening. And so I tried to explain to him, I said, this is, I understand how frustrating it is for you, because it's equally as frustrating for us. We want to fix your vehicle, but there's nothing wrong with it. Well, obviously there's something wrong with it. I'm telling you that it did all these things. I said, that's all good and well, but it's operating fine right now. So there's nothing wrong with it. I can't find, I don't know what to replace to fix whatever's not broken right now. Yes, Allie.
So did he tell you how you're driving it wrong? Like, how is he driving it?
So that's
Is this the crux of the issue?
No, we're getting there.
Okay.
So as I'm like trying to explain to him all of these different things of how we're driving the vehicles and how I'm driving it just like he said, and he's agreeing with me and stuff like that. He's trying to explain to me how, like, well, on a tractor, if there was a problem with the rollers, and you wouldn't just wait till the track falls off, and you'd replace the rollers when they started to wear out. I said, that's all good and well, and yes, absolutely, I would. When something starts to wear out, we replace it. But in this instance, nothing's worn out because nothing's wrong with the vehicle, and I don't know what to replace. What would you have me replace in this point? And he's like, well, you don't believe in preventative maintenance? I'm like, I'm like, we certainly do believe in preventative maintenance here at the dealership.
Oddly enough,
oil
that's
changes,
your responsibility.
rotations of your tires, changing the filters, things like that. But this isn't necessarily preventative maintenance. If you think that there's a transmission problem, replacing the transmission under warranty isn't preventative maintenance. We have to find something
That's not
wrong with
warranty.
it. Yeah, and then I told him, I said, if you came into me and said that you want to replace your transmission because such and such happened twice 2 months ago, I would say, okay, you're absolutely insane, but I'll do it for you as a customer because you want to pay for it. But and then explain to him how the warranty policy procedures work. That guy got me so mad that by the end of the road test, when I got back to the dealership, my hands were shaking. I couldn't handle it anymore. And so, I'm collecting myself, and I'm still very reserved and not raising my voice or anything like that. But the guy is like basically talking shit. Not basically. He was talking shit and telling me that I didn't know what I was doing. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't want to help him. He spent $90,000 for a brand new truck, and nobody wants to help him with his truck. And then when he had told me that, well, this other dealership verified the problem with
Then
it.
take it back to the other fucking dealership.
I didn't want to, exacerbate the situation.
Yeah.
So I didn't say, well, why aren't you over at that other dealership? Because they kicked him out of that place too. So
Is he trying to get a buyback?
Most
Is
likely.
that what's happening?
Most
Buyer's
likely.
remorse.
Yeah.
He can't afford it.
So I tell him, we come back to the dealership. I say, your service advisor's out to lunch. He told me that, we could either mail you the paperwork when it's all done, or you can come back later and pick up the truck, or you can, take the truck now and come back later and pick up the paperwork. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to do with the vehicle. So what, you're telling me you're not going to fix my vehicle? I said, well, as you experienced on this extensive road test with me, we didn't experience a single problem. So what would you like me to fix? Well, there's obviously, I'm like, okay, obviously we're not getting anywhere. I'd just like to let you know that if there is a problem in the future, please bring it back to me and I will come out personally and take a look at it with you. But right now, there's nothing more that we can do with you. And then I tell you, the guy gets down like this and on the counter opposite from me and stares me straight in the face with like this death look. So I mimicked him. I did the exact same thing. That was probably the one wrong thing that I did during that whole interaction. But I did the exact same thing because I'm not going to get stared down by some little kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking punk.
So it felt like 11 minutes, but it was probably like a minute and 30 seconds of just like a back and forth conversation of like, now I'm being firm. Please take your vehicle, blah, blah. So the kid says, well, I drove another vehicle here, so obviously I can't take it right now. I'll just come back. I'm like, dude, what the fuck ever? I don't give a shit. Just go. So as the guy leaves, there were two other advisors in the office, and one of the advisors is like, dude, you just had the craziest stare down with that kid. I was like, I'm sorry, you weren't there for the road test. I had it, dude. I was done, and thank God I was like on my way out to lunch. It was like 10:50 when the kid showed up, and I usually go to lunch at 11, right? And I got back at like 11:20, 11:30. I was out like talking to this kid for 40 fucking minutes, dude. I was done, so done. But yeah, that was just like, and then, like he said, I can't remember it all, but he said so many different things to me that were just like, just really like ground my gears, right? Like as like things that I hold dear as a technician and a good person. Like, of course I want to help you. Of course I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with your vehicle. If there's nothing wrong with it, I can't do anything for you right now. It's a brand new truck. It's got 7,000 miles on it, dude. Calm the fuck down.
How old was this kid? If you had to guess.
Early 20s. Yeah.
Okay.
Early 20s.
What's he doing with a truck like that?
His mommy and daddy got it for him.
No, he's spent the $90,000 on it.
Well, yeah.
From TikTok.
I was going to say, you still spend the money on it, but it's not your money.
Well, and I halfway expected him to be like, I'm gonna go blow up my fucking social media account and tell him how terrible you guys are because you won't fix my fucked up
Oh,
truck.
that happened.
I'm gonna tell everybody how I just drove 40 minutes with you and your truck didn't do a fucking single thing. So
You just lost yourself a customer. Oh my God, do you think I'll find another?
yeah.
I have no problem firing customers.
So the kid came back later to come pick up his truck and tried to get into it with the service advisor again.
Oh, there's a big cock across the windshield.
And the service advisor had to get the manager
That's a company
involved.
check.
And the manager and the service advisor ended up kicking out the customer and said, like, we don't need your business, dude.
No.
Like, you can get the fuck out of here with that, dude.
Yep.
Don't come back. Bye.
Wait, I want to know now about Eric's stories about firing customers.
Well, stay tuned, Ali Paul, because we're going to do that right after the break. Mike needs to go drain the lizard and
Bring the snake.
Is that a saying
I don't think
drain
it's been
a lizard.
Drain the main vein.
You know who also drains their lizards?
Travis Starrett from Hit Distributing, supplying Justice Brothers products.
And Matco Tools.
From Nick Lowridge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Also supplying us with Milwaukee.
There we
beef
go
jerky.
again, talking over each other.
Sorry.
Who's the beef jerky?
Jesus Christ.
Also Nick Lowridge.
Oh
Nick
yeah.
Lowridge.
And Ray Moon, who also sells food products, but in the Hispanic traditional Latin fashion.
I don't even want to hear about that shit.
It's delicious. Oh, you spent a month and a half in Mexico. Welcome back.
Tortas.
Love the torta.
Cardi Estrada. We'll be back.
Bye.
Quesadilla.
Something smells delicious in here.
Yeah, it does. I'm hungry. Jake, are you eating El Ranchito Taco Shop?
That looks amazing. What did you order?
Tacos.
What?
Guac.
Jake, are you choking? Get out of my way, Michael. He needs the Heimlich.
Oh my god, I cannot believe this is happening again. Jake, you know you're allergic to avocado. One generic allergy medication later. Are you okay?
Yeah. Almost dying is so worth it to have some El Ranchito creamy guac. Thanks, Eric, for trying to save me, even though I wasn't joking.
I know. I just wanted to get you from behind.
Well, I guess this is a good time to tell everybody that if you're ever in the Inland Empire and are craving some great Mexican food, visit El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore.
Seriously, I follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
El Ranchito Taco Shop.
More than just great Mexican food. Leave it in.
Yes, that's what he said.
Oh,
You're welcome.
thank you. What?
Soaking. Leave it in.
Oh,
I love it. It's my favorite.
good for you, babe.
I can only hold it in so long, though.
Oh my god. Start over.
Then it just, comes out.
This is what the people crave.
Yeah, this is what the people think.
I don't know if it is.
Definitely not talking over each other.
What?
What?
Is soaking calling frump in the rump?
I'm
You're
here
a
for it.
frump in the rump.
Holy I don't know if it is, but we should definitely call it
Yeah,
that.
it's not.
I
It's
agree.
not. Yeah, frump in the rump.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm here for it.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
good.
my name's Kevin Waters. I'm a special guest tonight, and I'm bringing us back in. We have some drinks to open. I've already opened mine and been drinking it, clearly. But 3, a 2, a 1.
Is that how many licks it takes to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop?
Frump in the rump.
Magic stick.
A frump in the rump to you too, sir.
I love a frump in my rump.
Apparently, you also like soaking.
I do.
Same thing.
I have a good incentive for that.
I don't know where to go.
I know you're busy, but
I have a good incentive.
This is my story. What's your good incentive? Or is this just something we're stating and we should just leave it alone?
I said
I was trying to duplicate one of your horrible transitions.
busy, but
Oh, yeah. So, how often do you guys get this? I know
Often.
you're busy, but
I think
can
Jake's
you
the only
do
one that can
this
answer
fucking
that.
thing? Do you have thoughts, feelings, or concerns?
Well, he's on the opposite end of that stick.
you
No,
think he's
how-
the one asking?
How often do you guys get this? Jake is the only one that can answer that.
Well, he's dishing that out.
I actually don't. I take pride in that. I don't bug my texts.
Yeah.
I leave them be. I let them do their job.
I just, as soon as I hear someone say that, I try so hard not to heavy sigh afterwards. I'm like,
I missed
what
the
is
question.
coming?
I know you're busy, but
Oh, I get that shit all the time.
Right?
All the time.
like, of course I'm busy right now. If
All-
I wasn't
yes.
busy, I'd be
Yes.
fucking talking to somebody over there, just not like fucking around. Like,
I appreciate you recognizing that you know I'm busy. So, what is the fucking. And then sometimes there's a whole conversation involved. Just tell me what you want me to do. And
Tell me
I'll
what you
let you
want.
know what you really, really want.
I'll tell
And
you
then
what I want, what I
I'll
really,
get
really
around
want.
to it.
The I know you're busy, but I get that a lot as well. Mainly recently, because fuck them.
Okay.
But how you guys, mainly you and Eric, always gave me shit.
What do you mean, you guys?
You guys.
Oh,
Hey, you guys.
How you guys always used to give me crap about I am a service advisor and, you bug the techs and, it's...
well, you do.
No, I don't. Fuck you.
We got a waiter.
Don't do that.
The customer needs us back by the end of the day.
I don't do that.
This car's been here since 8 o'clock.
I don't do that. Because if you...
He's a good
Parts
one.
got here yesterday.
Don't do that. Because if you lead your customers' expectations, you don't have to bug...
Wow. Excuse me.
Bless you.
No, all you gotta do as a service advisor is be like, hey, listen, I'm sorry, my tech's a really big dumbass, and he's just been sitting on his thumb all day and didn't work on your car at all. I'm so
Sitting
sorry. I
on
gotta keep
his
your car for
So I've heard thumb up my ass for fucking years, but I've never heard sitting on his thumb.
How do you think the thumb got there?
That is fantastic. No, exactly. It's just a different perspective. It's a stranger with the view. Like
Right. Oh, yeah.
Frumple in the rump or whatever we said.
I don't even frump and dump. No.
Frump in the rump.
It's frolicking in the meadow.
That's a one-night stand with an ugly chick.
Frump and dump.
Frump and dump.
Jesus.
Oh, I thought frolicking in the meadow was a better one because you don't want to catch you don't want your friends to catch you doing it.
What was it?
Sound of music.
Is that a jerk off thing?
No, but it very well could be if we make it right
It
now.
is now.
It's an ugly chick with a bush. Frolic in the
Frump and
meadow.
dump. Oh.
Keep up. That was 2 weeks ago.
I am not well.
I'm late to the party.
Late to the party.
Oh my god.
Bless your heart.
So do you do the thing when do you have a response to I know you're busy, but
Yeah, and it's because I'm usually actually really busy because somebody else has called me that's higher up that says I need you to do this right now. So as I'm like walking through the lot with like a bunch of ROs and a set of keys to give to like 4 technicians, and this higher up person calls me and says, hey, I need you to do this, and I got to start walking back to the office to go drop this stuff down, and then somebody comes through the lot and says like, hey Mike, like I know you're busy, but like can you go on a road test? Or like, oh hey Mike, are you busy right now? I'm like, no, I'm just walking at like 10 miles an hour through the parking lot. Like I don't know, does it look like I'm fucking busy right now? So I try not to be aggressive and mean to people, but they've kind of figured out like
just be passive aggressive about it. I'm so passive aggressive at work. It's a problem.
They now have like kind of, they know to just like, if you hover around me for like more than 3 seconds, then I'll know that you need something. Otherwise, I'm just going to consider that you're passing me as I'm doing something else. But like, you need to like seriously get my attention or like really need something to get to me. I try to make myself available like at all points in time to the techs specifically. But like if my general manager or the service manager calls me and needs something from me, like that takes priority. And I'll tell the like technician, like, dude, the GM just called me. Give me like 10 minutes. I'll be right back with you. Sorry. Like just, you got to give me some time.
And so the other like wrinkle to this butthole is that like I have terrible I'm getting better at my time management.
Are you?
But I am. I'm truly working on it. I think I have undiagnosed ADD/ADHD because I cannot.
Didn't we diagnose that 2 seasons ago?
I've never been diagnosed. But
if you
want to diagnose me, you can, I guess.
You know, like half of this show is tangents, right? And it's like very well known that we just go off on tangents. And it's not just because
it's part of me. I can't help it. It's just like you guys should live inside my brain for just like a little bit because there's so much stuff going on in there.
Be like living
all at once.
Inside Out.
Oh, like that movie Being John Malkovich?
I've never seen that movie.
It's a great fucking
And film. I will forget. And because of my ADD, I will forget immediately that I'm supposed to watch it.
You know that famous painting of the melting clocks? That's her brain.
Salvador Dali.
That's an amazing... I think it would be cool to... See, it's happening. I was going to say, I think it'd be cool to have like a tattoo of like...
She's shitting in the street.
Anyways.
If you're better at time management, why can't you find time to ask for a raise?
I have told you, first of all, I have asked for a raise. Second of all,
Everything's getting
now,
harder and harder.
fuck you, Kevin. Respectfully, fuck yourself.
You do kind of look like Droopy.
Wow. I don't want to do this anymore.
I feel very attacked.
Yeah. Raise your hand if you feel personally attacked by Regina George.
What?
Who the fuck is that?
It's from Mean Girls. Only Eric knows it.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
I've never seen that either.
Neither have I.
Wait, they wear pink on Wednesdays? Fridays. Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays. Good
You
job.
can't sit with us.
I wear pink on Wednesdays.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's never going to happen.
That's self-fetch.
So fun.
So fat.
So anyways, that was my thing.
It was a thing.
What was it about again?
Cool story.
I don't remember.
I have ADD.
I had one about tech incentives up there.
I'm too busy to remember, Eric.
You do.
I do.
Tekken, what?
Tech incentives.
Yeah, that's
you
what
do.
she just talked
Passed
about.
it. No,
No, that's-
no. We talked about I know you're busy, but
Oh, you're right. It was supposed to be tech. I initially transitioned into tech incentives, and then you took it and ran it to. I know you're busy, but
I saw the break.
you didn't
And
look before the
went
break.
from
though.
there.
Didn't even see that it's not completed.
No, I didn't.
That's how we end up with topics up there for 4 fucking weeks.
Yep. Sorry.
are.
Tech incentives. 3, 2, 1, go.
So the new general manager is now suddenly all about efficiencies of the technicians. And I don't know about anybody else's areas. First of all, it's never suddenly been
I was gonna
all
say
about
suddenly.
Yeah, like I've been on these guys since I've been in charge of keeping track of that stuff. You have to do better, or you're doing a great job, you know. Anyway, so now the GM's all over it. And so
Really riding your ass.
yeah, oh yeah, raw,
I'll take one for the team.
hard.
He's hiding his 10 mil.
It's only 10?
Yeah, good God. Can you even work with that?
But it's furious.
I can.
No, I said hiding, not riding your 10 mil.
I heard writing.
No, hiding your 10 mil.
So
Oh.
Are we talking about
Thank you.
sockets? I
It's
don't
a
know.
deep
Yeah.
wall. It's a deep wall.
Got it.
It's cold outside.
Shrink it!
So the previous service manager used to have a board up in the shop that had all the technicians' numbers with all the technicians' efficiencies.
Oh.
Not the South Park episode.
For a good time, call.
Oh, or that.
8675309.
Remember the South Park episode of TMI?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, so we put all technicians
Timmy!
we put all technicians' numbers up, and then
Damn it, you did it before I could.
and then for each pay period, we would list the technician's efficiency, you know, in a percentage, right? And so that way, not only would you know what you did, but there could be a chance that you might talk to somebody else about your number or their number and the comparison between the two and what could be extrapolated from that.
Shit's
We talked about this last episode.
But all it did was everybody go, he's getting all the gravy.
So
So
what-
day 2, you came back from lunch and everyone had their dick out.
well, actually, it's the yaw.
Eric left the dealership and everybody's dicks came out.
So what
Such is
actually
life.
ended up happening is that the techs have kind of gotten like in little competitions between themselves. Ooh. And it's been great. And I mean, it hasn't really improved anything, but they're talking about it. at least. So, you know, give it some time. It might sink in, but you know, or somebody will get fired and then they'll figure it out. But
What is your average text percentage of
Efficiency.
efficiency? Thank you.
Completion.
I mean, I have a lot of really high guys. They do a lot of drugs. No,
I thought that's what you were talking about.
Pacheco.
I have a lot of guys that are consistently over 150%. But then I also have, I mean,
that.
you know, yes,
Do
Allie.
those guys not do warranty?
No, they
He's
yes.
talking specifically about transmission and quick service.
Quick service and used car are consistently in the high hundreds.
Well, yeah, because they're fed it.
Quick service is not a necessarily easy department to make money in, but it's very busy at our dealership. But so what ended up happening is that I ended up talking to the lube techs because all of our lube rack is relatively new to the industry and also new to like understanding that if you work harder and faster, you make more money. Not only that, but I also have other cars that need to get serviced. So you can't just be like lazily walking around the shop or talking to so-and-so for 15 minutes in between a fucking oil change, things like that. So I told them that, hey, between the 4 of you techs, whoever has the highest efficiency average between 2 pay periods gets this brand new Matco air ratchet furnished by Nick Lowridge from Matco Tools.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say pizza party.
No, that's coming later.
You get to dedicate the pizza.
That's coming later.
You're the VIP of the
And it's
pizza
tacos.
party.
It's not pizza. It's tacos.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're doing it right. It's California. So I told them, you guys get to pick the pay periods, but you guys know that it starts from this time and ends this time. So if you want this little thing, and it's a fun thing between you guys anyway. So it wasn't even a come from behind leader. It was a clear leader from the forefront, and it was somebody that I wasn't expecting. But congratulations to Marvin. You are the leader. He was one of our newest hires, and he actually led the leaderboard every single pay period so far. And not only
That'll
that,
last another 2 months.
but increased his efficiency by 10% from the first pay period to the second, and then 8% of that from the second pay period to the third pay period.
We love him, Marvin.
He's doing great. And then, as he tells me, I'm giving him the air action, he's telling me like, yeah, I finally get it. Like, the upsells and like this and that, if it needs this, and, just kind of hustle a little bit. I'm like, you're getting it. You're getting it. And so hopefully now they get to all talk about it and like, oh, how come Marvin got that air ratchet? And so the next competition that I decide to do will be something different, and they get to fight about it for the next one. And hopefully it just builds like a little bit of a competitive thing to like, increase your performance for you and the company and the customer and all that kind of stuff. So I figured that worked for this round. I'm hoping that it'll work for the next round. But I was also kind of posing this as a question to the listeners, like, what do you guys do to like motivate your people, whether you're in sales or service or
Threaten to fire them.
It doesn't always work.
Yeah. You gotta weed them out.
What is motivation exactly?
If you don't do this properly, I'm going to do something to you.
You want to know what motivation is living in California? Because if you don't work, you're fucking homeless.
Yeah, that is for sure true.
Hashtag facts.
Hashtag facts.
It's great.
It's so good.
That's the boss.
Hey, question for everybody here. Are we going to read the long message we got from Shane Anderson?
Go for it.
No.
Please. Oh.
No?
I'm sorry, I've been off the socials for a little while. So I haven't
Why should
seen
we
it.
not?
Because
you know
it
about this?
ignited some fury within me.
Well, here, we will discuss this openly like we always do.
Yeah, there's no safe space here. You guys canceled from a YouTube video.
We didn't talk about that on the
we don't
podcast.
have to. We don't have to.
This is from Shane.
You bundle of sticks.
You bundle of sticks. This is from Shane Anderson. It's a little winded, but we're going to read it because he is still one of our listeners.
Little winded?
I just found your podcast last week and I'm really liking it. For the most part, that is. It does bother me that I get the impression that you think unless you're a certified mechanic, you don't know what you're doing.
Yes.
I avoid dealerships like the plague. He's
He's a listener. He's
So is Kevin.
one listener.
So is Kevin.
Yeah.
The only time I will step foot in a dealership is to visit the parts department. I've had service managers give me the runaround and outright lie to me. And the slimy salesman, there's a special place in hell for them. On one occasion, my girlfriend at the time, wife now, purchased a used, pre-owned, loved, certified, whatever deceptive word they use now, car. The salesman talked her into an extended warranty. Bad.
No.
Well, as time
No.
goes on, the car starts misfiring. She brings it in and the tech checks it out and says spark plugs and wires are bad, not covered by warranty, but will gladly do it for over $200 30 years ago. Well, heck, I'm just a redneck mechanic, but I can still do that. So I do it and the problem is still there. She takes it back. Tech says the wrong brand of spark plugs have been installed. I put the correct brand in.
E3s?
Problem is still there. She takes
They
it
make
back.
those 30 years ago.
Yeah. Now the tech says it's bad fuel. The ethanol blend is the problem. Switch to non-ethanol. Problem still there. Take it back again. Tech don't see a problem. Take it back again. Now the tech says something in the EGR system is bad. She sets up another appointment to get fixed. Service manager is very nice. then states the repair would have been covered, but the warranty lapsed 10 days ago. Fuck you. Then I got a friend of mine who is a single woman. She buys a brand new car from the dealership. Every repair or maintenance she has done is done at the dealership or she bought it. After the 4th or 5th oil change, she picks up the car, but the service manager tells her there's a problem. The oil pan's drain is broken, like the cast aluminum pan has a piece broke out of it with the drain plug still in it. He tells her a new oil pan will be here in several days and the repair will cost several $100s, and it's not their fault. The only person to ever touch that oil drain plug was the dealership tech, but it's not their fault. Like I said before, I'm just a redneck mechanic that has more muscle than brains, but I have never in 40 years of wrenching ever stripped or broken a drain plug or have one fall out. More likely than not, some tech used an ugga-dugga on it. He said impact, but still.
Oh, I would have bonus points for ugga-dugga.
Then I'm guessing the tech and service manager came up with a plan to cover their ass. She ended up paying for it. Just because there are dealerships doesn't mean there isn't shitty people working in them. Now, salesmen, well, that's a whole different rant. Let's just say I left the dealership during a sales event screaming at the salesman, finance officer, and GM while 40 prospective buyers watched. The manager finally told the finance officer to give me what the salesman agreed to. I told them all to fuck off and walked out. Keep up the good work and remember there are shitty people on both sides of the line.
Oh, yes. Good night and good luck.
So on that, just really fucking fast.
Wait.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for writing in. We really do appreciate you as a listener.
First and foremost.
And as whatever I am in this, I concur.
An adjacent car person.
I love what you're saying, and it's 100% true. Every word of it.
Okay, so on that,
I disagree.
What I will go with is it irks me that the dealerships are all bad lumped thing.
Yes.
That does bug me because it's true in a sense that the majority out there I can't even say majority.
Yes.
There is a higher percentage than there should be of there being a chance that you will get shafted. However, in places like Eric's place of business or where you fucking work,
It's much higher that you'll get shafted.
or where I work, we do fucking try to work with you. There is no shady business. If we snap a fucking oil drain plug, it's either going to be, we fucked up, we'll take care of it, or hey, so you get a fucking warranty with this fucking repair, you contribute fucking 10%, we'll eat fucking 90. Because if we eat 100% and something happens,
How much do you have to personally write off when a tech comes up to you and says, dude, I was working on this car, I broke this, I'm really sorry, like, what should I do?
all depends on the customer and the circumstance. Every single circumstance is unique. Every single fucking one.
So okay,
I have a
you're right.
situation on
You're
that.
right, but there's a lot of stuff that we write off. We only call the customer to let them know, hey, your tech was working on the car. This also broke. We're replacing it at no charge to you. We just wanted to let you know because it goes on the repair order no matter what. So we just want to let them know.
Most of the time, 80, 90, 95% of the time, you are correct.
Yeah.
It's, we fucked up, you call the customer, you do your due diligence,
them know.
explain, or apologize for what happened, replace it, and send them on their way.
Yeah.
The other 5% is that where it's even if 95% of it is we're going to eat it at 100%, every single one is unique.
I'm sorry, his name is Shane, right?
Shane.
So in Shane's example of that oil pan drain plug that was broken off or whatever.
That's
to touch on
bullshit.
that.
So hold on. So let me just say, yeah, we can all touch on this, right? We can all touch it.
Yes, please.
I want to touch it.
Wait your turn. So if the car had
Put it
only
back.
been serviced at our dealership and the drain plug was stripped or broke or whatever, I think it would be a no-brainer for all of us in the room except for maybe Kevin. That
Let it be known Mike showed his middle finger.
that it would be like a no-brainer, like, fuck, it looks like we have to eat an oil pan, like let's pull up the old ROs and see which tech worked on this or which techs worked on this and like have a discussion with them or something like that. Like, I wouldn't even dream, like, it's so all the services have been accounted for at our place of business, and you're going to try and charge the customer for a stripped out drain plug or something like that that's for whatever reason not covered under a factory warranty. Like, come on.
That's where unique comes into play.
Unique?
Unique.
Unique.
Oh, okay.
She sounds hideous.
Different.
She sounds hideous. That's where where that comes into play. You've been a diehard fucking customer and truly have never fucking stepped foot in another place and we fuck up. Of course we're gonna fucking eat
hell
it.
yeah.
Something fucking happens because we know you've been taking this to fucking Guadalupe's fuck you shop. And you fucking come, and then you come to us, everything's jacked, and when we try and fix it, it fucking breaks. No, fuck you.
This is the first time your car's been here, or you brought your car in here 2 years ago, and now you come back and for another oil change, and you say that we fucked it. Like,
no,
get the fuck out of here.
No,
come on.
No, fucking blow me. And also, to bounce, because I know Eric's going to have a fun time with this.
Yeah, he's steaming right now.
Extended warranties are not a waste of fucking money. If you get sold a fucking shitty extended service contract, Shane, thank you for listening. This isn't a personal fucking attack, but if you don't do your fucking research, you might get fucked.
And figure out what it covers.
Because extended warranties don't cover maintenance items usually. And so spark plugs and stuff like that usually are considered maintenance item.
Never buy a third-party warranty.
And under the same breath, no fucking extended warranty in the world is bumper to bumper coverage. It doesn't fucking exist.
Doesn't exist.
Your only time you're going to get bumper to bumper coverage, and even then it's questioned, is within the first 3 years, 36,000 miles. That's it.
I say it again for people.
Does not matter what the fucking salesman tells you until they're blue in the fucking face, or the finance manager, who the fuck ever. There's no such thing as a bumper to bumper extended warranty.
That's my favorite thing when customers tell me, well, the salesman told me, well, the finance manager told me.
They're fucking idiots.
Well, I'm looking at the screen from the manufacturer saying that that doesn't exist, or that's not true, or that never happened, or whatever. Like, I don't care what the sleazy salesman, again, in Shane's words, I don't care what the sleazy salesman, I don't care what the sleazy finance manager told you. It's written here clear as day in like paper and on the internet from the manufacturer. It doesn't cover this. It doesn't cover that. Whatever they told you was just a gimmick to get you to buy something. There's salespeople.
And that's it.
Man, I don't know what to tell you.
Sir or man, did you walk out that door after you signed the paperwork? Yes? You're dead to them.
Yeah.
You never existed.
Yeah.
Let me give...
They're on to the next victim.
Let me give a prime example. Hold on, I need to wet my whistle.
You have a lot of stuff brewing. I'll shut up now.
Yeah, well, I mean... a specific dealership has been hoarding my truck for over a month now.
Ridiculous.
And I still don't have it. I purchased an extended warranty with my truck because I knew my truck was a piece of shit, but I liked it because it was pretty. Simple as that.
It is pretty.
That's right. I paid $3,500 for my extended service contract. Okay. It has paid for itself. What would you say, Michael? 4 times over?
And
5
he's
times
still
over?
complaining.
5 times over, it has paid for itself? What the fuck ever. I'm very grateful for my extended service contract, and everything to date has been covered, with the exception of this last time that I brought it in. I brought it in for a misfire, under load specifically, and I do know that the ignition coils go out on those all the goddamn time. It's a fucking common issue on those. I'm like, great. I know the ignition coils are covered under my specific contract. I have nothing to worry about. Turns out...
It was the windshield wipers.
It was the windshield wipers. How did you know? Oh my god, you're fucking brilliant. No, it was carbon tracking on the ignition coil boots.
Those are words.
Those are not covered. And neither are the spark plugs that needed to be replaced.
Because it's carbon related, so it's due to like emission buildup bullshit.
No,
there's nothing to do.
It's just, it's not a covered.
Explain it to me. I told you there were words.
Not a covered component. That's it. Simple as that.
Carbon tracking is, I won't say it's a defect because it's not a defect, but it's on the rubber, they can get cracks, and the spark doesn't insulate the spark plug, so the spark travels through those cracks, and it will do that within a spark plug as well. If you look at a spark plug and it's got like lightning bolts on the porcelain, that's called carbon tracking, because the spark is going through the porcelain instead of down through the electrode.
Okay.
So it's grounding out elsewhere before it gets down to the electrode on the spark plug.
That's how babies are made, by the way.
That's exactly how that works. So anyways,
electrode grounding.
No, rubber cracking.
Yeah,
that's true.
that can happen.
Hashtag for the bill. So I had to pay out of pocket for that. Big fucking whoop. Not everything is covered.
How much do 6 E3 spark plugs cost?
Huh?
How much do 6 E3 spark plugs cost?
I don't know what E3. That's the second time this podcast we've said that. I don't know what
E3
that
spark
is.
plugs are a giant joke. They're spark plugs where the ground strap has 3 pieces,
Prongs, yeah.
3 prongs on it.
So supposedly it's like giving you so much more ignition.
Oh yeah, no,
but
that's a
that's
sales
getting-
gimmick from AutoZone.
It's like it's like the commercial you
Multi-spark,
see
blah, blah,
at the
I'm well
like,
aware. Yeah.
during drag racing,
Yeah.
shows.
I just never knew that that's what they were called. But yeah, I know what E3 spark
It's a
plugs are.
specific brand, like the E3
Yeah.
Iridium, blah blah blah.
It's bullshit. It's
Yeah,
all
it's trash. Yeah.
sales
It's
gimmick bullshit. It's not a thing. But that's a prime example of the extended warranty thing. So yeah, I disagree with that whole extended warranty thing 100%. Like,
Okay, so my truck right now is at 112,000 miles.
Is it fucking really?
Go to Toyota. Go to Toyota and go buy yourself a Toyota extended service plan.
Okay.
It's a great. You should do it.
And thank you again, Shane, for writing it, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
yeah, we do. And it does sound like you got to run around with your wife's car with
Which
us.
fucking sucks.
Super
It
unfortunate.
does
There
suck.
are some shitty people out there in every industry, and so I'm sorry that you met some of them. That's
If your
horrible.
redneck mechanic self has a Mazda, come see me.
Yeah, about that.
I'll take care of you.
Jesus Christ.
Just like I take care of Eric.
Allegedly.
I do agree, like we had touched on the oil pan thing. I agree 100%. And I don't think that it's technicians using impact so much as these assholes on these ratchets just fucking cranking the fuck out of these drain plugs when really it's just a little.
It's
That's
called,
all you need.
It's called a crush washer. It's supposed to explode out the side.
It's called fucking torque specs. First of all, nobody's gonna bust out a torque wrench for every goddamn drain plug. I get that, but you get it after experience. You get a feel for it. It's just, that's it. Same thing with fucking oil filters.
torque wrench.
Yeah. Same thing with fucking oil filters. You fucking asinine piece of shit lube technicians. Stop over tightening oil filters. It took 2 of us
Holy fuck.
on a pry bar to loosen an oil filter just this week. I shit you not. On a fucking Explorer. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, you got to make sure it doesn't come off accidentally.
I had to press on that and another guy to get it off. Are you kidding me?
That's like when a dad has a trailer and he hooks something up with tie straps and he flicks it and goes, that ain't going anywhere.
Some shit like that. Like, yes, you have inexperienced bullshit lube technicians. They're not everywhere, but yes, there are unfortunately more common than you like to think.
Yes.
I kind of want to circle back to the whole thing where I honestly don't feel in my heart of hearts that we say or imply that if you're not a certified technician, you're an idiot.
Which we do not mean to come across as.
I honestly don't feel that we have ever come off that way, and if we did for some odd reason, please let us know.
I don't want to come off.
but
that way.
I don't believe that's the case here at all.
Because skill is skill.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean,
I started
know.
off never turning a wrench and got to where I'm at today. So I mean,
And you're right where you started.
exactly. I'm not turning a wrench anymore.
There has been a conversation on this podcast by one Michael Sarah about technicians versus mechanics.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I say that. And I will still, again, no offense to anybody, especially not to Shane, but there is a difference in my opinion, if you call yourself or you label somebody as a technician versus a mechanic. I believe that there
agree.
is a definition between those two ways to describe somebody that works on equipment.
Yeah, I agree. And then you have parts replacers.
Right? Lower down on the totem pole.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Show them the parts cannon.
and I can speak
Which is available for sale from Dale Follett at twistedbills.com.
certainly is. And I can speak from personal experience on that because I now run a private facility. Neither one of my technicians are certified ASE master technician. No, but they know what the fuck they're doing. And if they don't, they come and ask me.
Right.
And we get it done together as a team. So, no, I do not believe that every good mechanic or technician or whatever you want to call them has to be certified, trained by the dealership technician to be good at what they do.
Correct.
Absolutely not. And I compliment my techs all the time. You guys fucking continue to teach me shit every day. I think you guys are amazing. Thank you for what you do. You know, that positive reinforcement.
Positive reinforcement.
Positive reinforcement.
Those are fucking words. Thank you, Allie.
You're welcome. I'm here for you.
The positive reinforcement is, equally as important.
I do have one quick question. Hopefully you have a joke this week.
No, he's got listener mail.
No, okay, and that's fine.
Oh, that's going to be too long. We're going to have to do it next week. Yeah.
Do you go home now as a business owner knowing that you just like cream yourself, knowing that the fucking pod Nazi over here doesn't harp you to get your training done?
I haven't thought about that in years. It is nice. Although I may be having to go get some training done here within the next few months.
What kind of training?
Smog license.
Oh, nice.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Dude, you need like ASCs and stuff like that, right?
I'll worry about that when I cross that.
I actually, I do not believe.
Yeah, you need like 3 ASCs.
Are you sure about that?
It's like 2 or 3 ASCs at least to get
Dude,
that
we have
done.
had some.
It's not.
I don't think so. I've had some technicians that we have had there that have fucking dick fuck all.
Yeah.
And they are fucking California smog certified.
You do not have to have ASCs to be a certified smog technician.
You guys want to laugh?
I haven't checked, so
I have 2 in my business.
recently
They're not.
You want to know what my technicians were taught today? How to read mega ohms.
Are those really big ohms?
Yes, they are.
For the first time.
What?
Yes. Because we have our first electric vehicles. So they have never used a proper tester that reads that high of voltage or how to read it properly.
I mean, that's a lot of,
Yeah, but like
electricity.
My DVOM will read that. Like,
What's that?
Your DVOM will read milliohms.
no, it reads mega ohms.
Yours reads mega ohms. Mega ohms.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yours read milliohms.
Yes. No, I'm sorry.
Mega ohms.
Okay, it is late in the show.
500 plus mega ohms.
Yes.
What? I'm sorry.
That mine
Before we
doesn't
go,
for that.
please, what is an
ASC.
No.
E or C?
ASC.
Automotive Service Excellence. It's a standard. I think it's only in the States, but it's a standard of testing for technicians. So like there's like A1 through A8. Once you get that, so it's like brakes, engine, transmission, electrical, things like that. So all the basic categories, you get A1 through A8 or A9 or whatever. Then you can go to like L1, which is level 1 master, and then L2, which is level 2 master. You can
Like
get
a black belt with a stripe or some shit.
X1, which is like undercar specialist. And so like you need
From
like,
the Cranberry Institute.
if I remember correctly, you need like a minimum of like 2 ASCs and whatever, and your smog license to do
Let the
smogs.
record
But
state
I
that
know.
you are not required to have an ASC certification. Have a
Let the
smog
record
license.
state you are not required to have a ASC.
Let the record state we are all driven.
Are you?
I'm driven.
I love that.
love ya.
Still waiting for my shirt.
Oh my god. You know what's funny? I've gotten 4 requests for t-shirts, but I know after those 4 requests I'm never going to get another one, so
I want one.
Now you know how
5.
I feel about the hashtag.
I will fucking rep the fuck out of that.
I want a shirt.
6.
All right, we're up to 6.
You know what I want to rep?
Our sponsors.
Our sponsors.
I want to fucking rep our sponsors, especially Travis Ferris from Hit Distributing, supporting us with Justice Brothers products. Thank you, Travis.
Nikolai Lowridge. Macro Tools and such.
Also Milwaukee. But what about Ray Moon from El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore? Supplying us with the most. Yes.
He's my favorite. He's great.
Guys, I'm officially not allergic to avocado anymore.
Yay!
Did you see that they came out with the pill?
What?
People with allergies?
No.
Yeah, they came out with the pill now, so you
It's
can
called Benadryl.
no, you can take this pill and it hampers all of your like
Immune
minor
response.
allergies and
Oh,
your
shit.
immune response. Yeah, it's fucking great.
Oh.
Look into it.
I think you've outgrown all your allergies now.
Not cucumber, not any melons.
Let's test that theory. Sorry, Allie, he's allergic to melons.
Oh.
It's breaking out in
It's a
hives.
risk we're willing to take.
I'd also like to thank Dale Follett and Norman Glazier, and I'd also like to remind you guys to go check out customerstatespodcast.com, where you can find the very last of the hashtag Silver Bells. Also, all of our other merchandise, such as t-shirts, hoodies, stickers.
Thank you to Shane for writing into
Thank you,
us. We
Shane.
really appreciate you very much.
Yes, thank you, Shane. That was a good topic.
It was a great topic. Thank you. We need more people who are writing in like that.
Yes.
Where can they write to us, Eric?
They can write to us at customer
Mike
States.
Sarah's a cuck at gmail.com.
Wow.
Oh, a cupcake?
Try that. Let me know if it works, please. Customer States Podcast at gmail.com. And
That's my Pornhub history.
Google us as well. Oh my.
And with that, we say,
So you're that one listener that faps to us.
Unhinged.
That's going to be the title of this episode.
oh, Michael just gets me there.
Actually, Jacob's voice would get me there.
I don't have enough Ooga Dooga. There's not enough megabytes of Ooga Doogas for this episode.
Mega
guys.
ohms.
A mega ooga dooga.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's milli Ooga Doogas or mega Ooga Doogas.
Oh my god!
Those are words.
We love you all.
And with that, we say.
Chopper.
Love you. I love you so much.
Fucking love you. Oh, you say I kinda. I'm giving you Oh my god.
I'm just waiting. Love you.
All right, bitches.
Hi, this is Mike Sarah from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then you can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.